I'm going to stop there as far as the formulas go because I want to show you how to put on your headers and footers, and then I'm going to give you a chance to get started, okay? So what I want you to do now, every document that you do will have to have headers and footers on it, okay? So I want you to go to File for me, and I want you to go to Print. Go to File, Print. And now look down at the very bottom. Can you see my cursor where it says Page Setup? Okay, click on Page Setup for me, please. And the first thing we want is Landscape. So choose Landscape. Choose Landscape. All right, and now go to Sheet. Go to the Sheet tab, and I want you to choose Grid Lines and Row Column Headings. Grid Lines and Row Column Headings. And I want you to say OK here because I want you to see what it means. Now, do you see A, B, C, D? That's the column headings. Do you see 1, 2, 3, 4? So that when I look at your work, I can see if your stuff is in the right rows and cells, okay? And landscape, you saw how your paper goes. All right, go back to Page Setup. Go back to Page Setup. And I want you to go now to Header Footer. Go to Header Footer for me. And I want you to go to Custom Header. On the left-hand side, type your first and last name and stop there, okay? Stop there. And I want you to go Shift Home. Go Shift Home. And your name is highlighted, right? And it's black, okay? I want you to click on the capital A. Click on the capital A. And now, the first thing, change your size to about 20, 24, depending on the length of your name. Choose bold and italics, and choose a font color. Any color is your choice. Now, I want you to go over here into the font box, okay? Go over there into the font box. And now, I want you to click in that font box somewhere. It doesn't matter where, just click in the font box. And now on your keyboard, I want you to press the down arrow, and you should be seeing the different fonts change in front of you, okay? And every day, I want you to choose a different font so that you try out at least 100 fonts, and then you start to pick out names of fonts that you really like and that work nice with the letters in your name. Okay, so every day, now pick out something I can read, but pick out something that you like, okay? Doesn't matter to me what, but pick out something. All right, say OK. Now, click in the center section, and do you see the date, the calendar, insert date? Click on that button for me, okay? And does it say that's an ampersand? Date, okay? Press Enter. And now, do you see the little clock? Click on the time, okay? And now, does it say ampersand time? Now, if you click on the, okay. Obviously, thank you, Alicia. That's great. It's supposed to say time. Click on the time, Lee. All right. Now, go to the right section. And here, I want you to put in the sheet name, and I'll show you this in a minute. Do you see Insert Sheet Name, the third one? Click on that for me. And it says ampersand tab, right? Okay, click on OK. And now go to Custom Footer. Go to Custom Footer. And on the left-hand side, I want you to use the yellow folder. The yellow folder where it says Path and File. So I know exactly where you saved it. I don't want anything in the center section because your path and file name may be long. Okay? Now, go to the right section. First of all, look at the number symbol. And it says Insert Page Number. Click on that. And now, you can't see the space, but press the space bar once. Don't worry that you can't see it. And type OF, O-F, space bar. And again, you can't see it. Don't worry. And then go to the second one that has the 2 pluses on it that says ampersand pages. Okay, so you've got page of pages, so that means 1 of 6, 2 of 6, 3 of 6, 4 of 6, and so on. And that's what you're going to do every day. All right, say OK for me. And now click on OK one more time. And do you see your name, date and time? Do you see sheet 1? Okay? Now, do you see your path and file name, AO, and basic formulas, and your name, right? And then, do you see, in this case, 1 of 1? Okay, now, that's a perfect sheet to print, okay? I want to show you something. Go back to page setup for me, okay? And do you see where it says fit? Do you see the fit? The lowest, some of you will do this. You'll make it 11% and do it. Type in 11 for me and say okay. Okay, that's not going to work on this. Okay, anyways, leave it. Oh, I didn't say fit. I said, whoa, I hit the wrong page there. I want you to say adjust to and put in 11. Adjust to and put in 11 and say okay. Can you read that? No, don't give it to me like that, okay? Go back to page setup. And now go to adjust to and put in 70. That's 70%, you can't go less, okay? You can have, if you have to go less, use 2 pages, okay? But you can't go less than 70. So go back to 100. Fit to, in this case, we can use 100. Now, you could make it 150. If you want to do that, you're welcome to do that. That's okay with me. But go back to 100. Okay, so did everybody put in 100? All right, and say okay. So there's what it'll look like. That's a perfect one to print. Okay, now we are going to print that. Okay, so I want you to click on your print button. Okay, click on your print button. Now, take a look. I want you to go down to the bottom. Watch my mouse. Go down to the bottom where it says sheet 1. Yeah, go ahead. Go down to where it says sheet 1 and double click. And is it black? Okay, I want you to type in their salary. Type in their salary. Double click and make it black. And type in salary. Okay, we need to do one other thing. Now, on your keyboard, I have to smile many times. On your keyboard, look at the button above the tab key. Okay? Can you see that there's a left single quote on it? I want you to hold down your control key and press your left single quote once. Everyone saw, do you see here a dotted line came down my screen? Okay? And that tells me that I've gone on to the second page. All right? So here's a thing that you have to learn how to do. I want you to click on the letter A for me, please. Click on the letter A. Hold down your shift key and click on the letter G. Did you do that? All right? Now, put your cursor, look up here, please. Everybody watch my cursor. And do you see that vertical bar with a double-headed arrow? Can you see the vertical bar with the double-headed arrow? Okay, I want you to left double click. And you see how it narrowed all the columns down? Okay, right here. Do you see the vertical bar? The double-headed arrow. Look at my mouse. Vertical bar, double-headed arrow. Double click. Okay, did you do that? I don't know your name, but you didn't click on the letter A. Click on the letter A, hold down your shift key, and click on the letter G. No, you highlighted the whole thing. Stop for a second. Okay, everybody's got their highlight on, and you sized it down. Now, I want you to go to File, Print. Go to File, Print, and I want you to take a look. Look up in the corner here. You see my mouse? And do you see the word salary? Because that's the sheet name, okay? So we put a sheet name in there called salary. And now, do you see all of your formulas? You do, right? Okay, so I want you to click on print. And now stop and take a look at your screen. The highlight's still on. I want you to go control left single quote. And right now, what do you see? You see number signs because the columns are not wide enough. So now watch my mouse. Do you see the vertical bar and the double-headed arrow? Double click. So you see how I didn't take the highlight off. I printed and then I took the formulas off and widened the columns. Okay? Now you can click outside your highlight and go Control S to save.